Alright, hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. You know the deal, we're here for a solo challenge. I think that last week was a week of losing, so it'd be nice to have a week of winning. But we'll see how that goes. We have an Earth Catapult in our start, that's always interesting. A standard technology, which is interesting for the opposite reasons. Some lava flows. I think that we can decide not to take Thorgate, and instead takes Saturn systems, because at least we have a extra money income from this. Mole gets us some value in terms of heating the planet long term. I could also take the titanium, of course, but I don't have many things to do at the start of the game in terms of titanium, so we just take, you know, the things that we can play out the gate. Well, maybe we do take the donation and we just try. Well, no, I want the production. It's just I don't have quite enough to take all these cards and still get the Earth Catapult. But I'm going to have titanium income. I'm going to have this. Like, I'm going to have a lot of things. I'm just not going to have Earth Catapult. And I don't want to play anything on this first turn if it's not Earth Catapult. So I should have taken one fewer card. Arguably the plant tag. I should have not taken the adapted lichen, but like, let me start somewhere, you know? Now I'm grabbing even more. Cartel, power grid, everything like that. So, discounts. $2 for you, and then I mean I can play you. But you have a science tag, so I should wait till after Olympus Conference. So that's okay. I mean, again, it's a slow start. I'm going to take another heat bump from the world government just to get us lined up for this extra heat income, because I do have that about to pop off. This is helpful. The rest is cool, but it's we have to go lean because it's early days. So we play you. We play you because we want the card draw to see what we get. And we didn't get another Earth tag. An Earth tag right now is worth 3 income. I might just take the 2 steel income from playing the industrial microbes. It has upside of energy. Well, I mean, I say that, but it's not money, is it? It's just it's steel, and I don't have any building tags in my hand currently. So I'm going to take the cartel after all, and then we'll go to the next turn. It kind of hurts because we could get a whole bunch more Earth stuff, but I find that whenever I wait to play cartel, I get punished. So I don't think anything I have has a requirement. Let's go ahead and get a first, like, ocean out. A mine, that's very helpful. Some terraforming and some science, those are both helpful. I want a lot of the cards I have. I want a lot of them, yeah. But how do I work around this? Because I want this infrastructure, even if it's very slow at first. We can always enhance it later. I really want this income. I wouldn't mind getting the plant. More titanium sounds good. So like the titanium and the industrial microbes, I guess, have stolen my heart. I could always wait for more discounts and stuff, but I think for now it's fair to do a water to Venus. Let's just get a TR to get our income a little higher. That gets us to the end of Gen 4. Thankfully, we did get some productions here by the end. So we have 2 TR plus 5 money. That's $7 coming in. And then a whopping $13 worth of metal. So that's 20 total. That's economically where we want to be. We have a discount on top of that, which puts us in a very competitive economic spot, quite frankly, despite the slow first 2 generations. And upside on Venus, I don't really care. A little bit of card draw on science cards is nice, but it's not so good. In terms of terraforming, though, 2 and 4 were on the mark for energy and heat that I've just arbitrarily benchmarked as like a good number. Plant production, it's always nice to have 1. We have 1 in hand if we really need it. But what's really nice is that we have a double heat bump here. We have a little bit of Venus bump there. We have a Venus infrastructure card and even a little bit of ocean represented. So we don't have enough of anything but we have a little bit of everything, if that makes sense. So lots of upside. I'm now going to take one more temperature bump, just so we can get the other free heat income. This would be worth 2 points, but I really want to stay as lean as possible. I might take the lichen, just because 2 income is better than 1. But, again, even grabbing any cards, like, is a bit nasty. It's a bit nasty. I like these. I like this. I don't mind playing the Lagrange to get an extra card. But if I play the Jetstream, I can start loading it and then work from there. Because, I mean, this is basically just 3 income if you think about it. It's the Venus bump and then the 2 Venus tags that I have because I don't have a wild tag. But I think that 3 income this early is still worthwhile. And I then still have enough to get a plant income. So just like that, I feel like we've trimmed our hand down quite a bit. We're ready to get a Venus bump based on building that infrastructure. So I'm going to take 1 Venus, and that'll put us right underneath this card draw. I don't mind the floating habs. It's really painful to use it for floaters, not for points, but I think we take what we can take right now and attempt to get some value. We still don't have anything that uses no building tags, so we don't have anything that uses steel. I kind of like the deuterium export. The game is long enough that you do get a couple energies out of this. It could be like a heat bump, but it's also helpful for everything else. Sulfur research is obviously good in terms of it being a Jovian tag, but we just play this at the end for more cards. This is also more cards, but it's a little bit cheaper. But if I want to play something like that, I have Inventor's Guild already. I don't have any more Earth Synergy cards. So I think we take the deuterium export. And then we start with the discount. And now it's only 7. And we can... I can spend $2 to get an energy income every turn. That's like actually interesting, because that will help us get heat income. I'm gonna save my money, because even if I get a cool card with like Lagrange, for instance, I can't play anything until next gen. Allow me to get another ocean. This time, let's just put it on the blank down here. Gyropolis is now 7 income for me, and I have a lot of steel, so I think that's worthwhile. Do I have another Earth tag to play? No. Still, we have energy now, so like that's nice. Let's come up here and get in this nice plant-rich area. Let's keep getting those energy floaters. And to titanium to you. Alright. Either heat or oceans. I think I'd like to get the oceans played to some extent. It's going to be helpful. I'll play a card draw as well. I should have done this first. I didn't realize I was on the break point for 2 cards. I don't have money back on events, but still. We should take this now. Molehole Venusian Insects is very nice, especially you can use Maxwell Base with it. I mean, you can use Maxwell Base with a lot of things. Our floaters, for instance, to heat the planet. So, I think that's all in a good way. Let's just get our plant income and let this simmer. We want 1 more ocean here, and we want to place it for the bonus. But given that we don't have that much plant income, I think the government has to start helping us with oxygen. Mars University is way more card draw. Permanent processing, I do have some steel right now. I'm probably not gonna, I'm gonna use it on Mars University, but, you know, and I'm afraid to take birds. Birds is so late game. It's also late on oxygen, as opposed to everything else. So, It's one of those hard ones. I should play the Mars University. The question is, do I need the Mohole area? Do I? Because I have standard technology, and quite frankly, that is huge in terms of getting heat bumps. But $18 for presumably 2 heat bumps is a really good payout, so I shouldn't recycle it if I feel that I need it. Insulation, I don't see us really overdoing the insulation unless we get some cards. I don't have enough money for asteroid mining, so we'll throw that one out. Thing is, I really wanted this spot to be an ocean for those adjacencies, but do I have a placement? I do. I can place this lava flows anywhere on this map, and I'm going to spend $6 to get an ocean. And that'll just, like, get that all going. So I don't have enough for my Mohole. That hurts. It's sad. But I do still have enough for carbonate processing. So that gets us up to 8 heat income. This might be worth playing just because the placement does get you, like, $2 on a plant. On top of the fact that it'll get you a couple rounds of heat income. I don't know. I just don't know. We need a lot of Venus as well. So I don't know that I'm actually on pace to win this, but it's only going into Gen 9, so maybe I need to not stress too hard. This will help terraform Venus. Good points card. Good. I'll take fish. Fish is a really cheap 1-point animal. And it works with heat, which we're moving. I mean, Ganymede Colony, I'm Saturn Systems. You'd think that I'd want that, but it's really just off the path for me. Let's get you. Let's keep getting that energy. It's seemingly very helpful right now. And yeah, I mean, I think we just orbital reflectors. Gets us pretty damn close. Venusian insects isn't so bad. Honestly, I'm going to play the Mohole area. That's just going to sort the heat out the rest of the way. I still have energy to lose, so I can Maxwell base. And I think I just go Jetstream. Let's just help terraform the planet with it for now. I can combine that with floating habs to just make sure it's always loaded. 1, 2, 3. I mean, so many cities in play. I could play greenhouses. There's reasons to wait, but honestly, I'll just play it now and keep the tempo high in terms of getting rebates, like money back and TR, all the good stuff. Okay. With our heat income as high as it is, I'm going to continue getting oxygen bumps. I love a research outpost. You know me. And we have card cycles and everything with it. It's such a distraction, but I love it. These are some really good points. If we're going to get to 100 points, that's going to be very helpful, basically. Because this allows me to build another city this time. Either here or here. I'll just put it there. Card cycle. I don't know that I need to get rid of insulation, but it sure is starting to look like that. One, two, plus the freebie. I mean, we're still 1 heat short, technically. Don't mind this. I don't mind it at all. So Jetstream Microscrapers is good, and honestly, I'll just add an extra Venusian insect. We'll see where that goes. Inventors Guild, I mean, sure. Card draw, card cycle. I don't need special design. Solar, I mean, I'm going to buy Media Archives, not because I think it's a good play, but because I actually want card cycle potential. So let's keep getting all that card draw. I don't really care for Soil Factory. Maybe I should care. It's cheaper than solar power, but solar power helps you play magnetic. Field Dome. Caretaker, not likely to need that one either. Hmm. But hey, let's just buy our solar power. It's fine. I could play this now. I'm gonna. There's no other discounts for it. Well, unless I get anti-grav. Unless I get anti-grav. Oxygen needs help. As much as I want an open city and stuff, that's just not it. I can get a bunch of Venus floaters from Hydrogen to Venus, which is helpful. A wild tag would get me an additional floater, but I don't actually need more floaters than that. That's enough. The wild tag isn't going to do anything. So heat bump, card. I mean, I don't hate decomposers by any means, but let's look. We don't want that. Another Venusian insect. Another. I guess floating habs can get a point before the end of the game. None of this other stuff is really all that hot. Like, we're just moving in the right direction constantly, which is nice. We have 2 more heat bumps coming, plus the one off the track, which is nice. But yeah, we just need a lot. Let's get our card draw, card cycle. Cupola is still playable. It's only $13. I doubt that we can, but I'm actually just going to buy a greenery because I'll guess that heat bump. And then I'm really interested. I mean, look, I can get fish. I can get decomposers. I can do all this stuff. But more than anything, I'm interested in getting farming. Because that would actually be worthwhile right now. In terms of terraforming the planet. And now we have enough heat for the 2 heat bumps. Oh, I could have played decomposers first. Well, that's a bit of a mistake. I didn't realize I actually had enough for both with the rebate from standard technology. I need a lot of oceans. I need a lot of Venus. And I need a lot of oxygen. We are just a little bit too far away here. Nitrogen rich is not needed. I have nothing to do with my my titanium otherwise, though. And iron works for an oxygen bump. That's fine. That's fine. We'll play that. Boom, boom. Look at a card. Sabotage, no. This gives us some bonus leeway. I should have kept my my card to get a TR from 8 extra heat at the end of the game. Sure enough, that's where we ended up. We are so far from where we need to be. We are so far from where we need to be. Like 4 oceans, 3 oxygen, and 4 Venus. Like, I'm trying to think, like, if I buy 2 oceans and a greenery, then, like, that gets me enough for another greenery, and that gets me 4 TR all in, right? And a little bit of money back on rebates, but, like, it's really not much, basically. It's literally the same points as, like, a magnetic shield dome, because I just don't have the cards. So what do I do? I mean, look, let's terraform the planet as much as possible, okay? It's fine. It's fine. We go here. We go here. We buy the greenery. We buy the greenery. Right. There you go. This costs 17. I would need 11. That's 3 points though, so it's worth playing some other things. This is $2 of profit. Wrong card. This is a cool $1 card, don't get me wrong. Decomposers is also a really cool card in terms of synergies, but we're just gonna get the last bit here. And yeah, then we just lose to being like almost a half generation behind. Like 4 Venus bumps, 2 oceans, and an oxygen. Like that is no no small gap. No small gap. I mean, at least we got points on the board. At least we have points on cards. There's a chance that we get the 100. 95. No, not even. I don't know how this one got away from us. It was just a really weak mid game in terms of hitting cards that were high impact. It was probably also hurt by me being so points aggressive, as always, grabbing too many cards and then not being able to play the cards fast enough. But I actually thought, like, in the middle I was saying tempo, like let's play an ocean here, let's get a greenery out there, let's do a thing here. But you should never lose the game with standard technology. But I guess we had a lot of money locked into vanity points. And mostly because a lot of our money was not actually from money production, it was from metals, right? 3 titanium production and 2 steel production or something like that. Which is kind of sad when that's a significant amount of your income, but very slowly our TR did come up. Anyway, it was just a whole thing. But here you go. I was 4 steps low here, 5 steps low here, and I believe, what did I say? 4 Venus, 2 oceans, and an oxygen, 7 steps low. Oh God, what a run. I hope you enjoyed though. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.